love. Oh. Ordinary.
Wow, already. It's recording right now. Dang, cool.
Well,
Oh,
welcome back, Rom Bros.
This is it.
I think that this movie is one that the Rom Bros will like.
Yeah, it's their
It's kind of
childhood dream.
yeah.
What they wanted as a kid.
Yeah, so this week we watched the Academy Award nominated film Licorice Pizza.
Yeah.
There was a lot of hype about this movie.
Yeah.
And this was actually the first time I saw it.
It was my second.
And what did you think when you first watched it?
I remember I saw it with Graham here, our producer, and I think we were kind of disappointed by it. We wanted more to happen. It wasn't what we were expecting. Would you say that, Graham?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we thought it'd be a little bit funnier. We thought things would probably be a little bit different, and then it was kind of like went in different direction than we thought.
Yeah, I thought that there were a lot of funny characters for a movie that wasn't that funny.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I thought scenes would be funnier. They didn't go.
There was a lot of fodder for humor that they just didn't really like pursue. So that was I mean, I guess like I do like when the humor is kind of entrenched in like characters making definitive decisions based off of who they are, you know what I mean? And not necessarily like situational.
Yeah.
But so I like a good character driven plot. But yeah, I was just kind of like, it just sort of felt like there were just all of these people just existing, and the plot, there just really kind of wasn't really one. It was just
like, well, they won't they?
Yeah, which I do think is kind of the style of like where we've seen like these coming of age films go. It's kind of like there's less plot and more of just like the plot is like the internal like conflict the character is going through. But yeah, I couldn't get past the age difference, like, to be honest.
Like,
it was so inappropriate.
That's a big one. Yeah.
Gap again? It's like
10 years.
She's 25 and he's 15.
15. He's just like, I felt like he was just like an overconfident, overachieving teenager. That's basically his.
And whose son is he?
He's Phil Seymour Hoffman's son.
Right. Did you like him in it, or?
Yeah, I liked him.
He doesn't really have a personality, though. He's just like,
I think that was just the writing kind of doing a disservice to him.
Like, whatever. He's kind of, but
kinda
then
creepy too.
What?
He's kind of creepy.
Yeah, I said that. I said he was creepy. There were some moments where it's like, oh, this is kind of weird guy.
Yeah, I kind of also felt like the characteristics about him that were kind of these like very juvenile things, like the jealousy he has when she's just like talking, like when he sees her with someone else, like that kind of jealousy, like all of these things where it's like if you were like 15. You would see someone kind of get rid of if they're going into like a mature, secure relationship, and it's kind of like those juvenile tendencies you would hope you'd see him outgrow are like rewarded in the end.
She also kind of does jealousy stuff too.
Yeah, no, she's like she's really toxic. Yeah.
I thought she because she's in like a transitional place in her life where I guess I don't know if there's that she went to college, but it's kind of like after college, not really having a real job, you live with your parents, try to figure it out. I guess she has no friends like her age, so if she had other friends her age to hang out with, she probably wouldn't chill with these 15-year-olds. And no,
Yeah.
she had no one there to be like, "Hey, what's going on?"
How do they meet again in the first place?
Because she works. It's like picture day at school.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
she
yeah.
works
She's a photographer's assistant.
She's the woman who passes out the combs. Like, hey, do your hair.
I like that scene a lot because she's in that kind of like flagrantly short skirt or whatever, and he's got this like boyish charm or whatever.
Yeah.
And I would prefer for their relationship that to be it for them.
Yeah, it's weird. It is when she shows up to dinner the next day. That's just like, okay, I guess, because you are lonely. Because you really need something in your life right now. So she shows up to dinner and she's like, I'm not your girlfriend. But then, that's funny because he has to do that flight to New York his mom can't go to.
Yeah.
So he brings her as a chaperone. And then it's like, man, she must have nothing going on when she's like, okay, I'll go to New York.
I'm sure she got paid too.
Yeah.
Which is worse.
Do they pay chaperones? I don't know.
I'm sure she was paid like a babysitter would be.
Yeah, for his mom. Yeah. She probably got free food and
and then she probably got paid.
Yeah.
I'm sure she didn't get paid a lot, but yeah.
But I thought, and that's probably why him being his acting credits are probably why he's so confident too. He has his
for sure.
thicker ego than a regular 15-year-old and thinks he's more adult. And probably that's why he's like doing adult things like owning like a waterbed business and a pinball bar.
I liked that a lot. It was very like, I mean, having just come off like the holidays too, like it was very like George Bailey of him. Like I could kind of see him
all over.
Yeah, just kind of like this charming kid who's like has these businesses and just kind of gets along with all these people from all walks of life.
Yeah.
So I did like that about him. And I kind of liked that he's like this child actor and he's clearly kind of like grown out of these roles and he's not the cute little kid anymore. And like you could see like when he's like in the audition and they have him do the cold read and they're like, ooh, like thank you, Gary. And he thinks it's gone so well and they're kind of like, ugh,
getting out of acting.
Yeah, so I like that. I like kind of like showing that. And that's why I agree he is so confident is because he's been a child actor and he's used to having to talk to adults.
Yeah, that's why he's probably so successful and whatnot. And then he's kind of like the opposite of her. She's kind of like.
I honestly think this movie could have been so much better if they had gotten rid of the romance thing and just had this be like an unlikely like bond.
Friendship.
Yeah, an unlikely friendship.
There are times where she kind of acts like his sister. There are a few times where like she like yells and says very like sister way, but there's other times where it's like, I'll show you my boobs or whatnot.
Yeah, that was so.
It was
there like 5 montages of them running together?
Dude,
They're always like on the way.
Yeah. It's like usually either is like an end part of a movie like this where they run to each other, but there's like 5 parts and an end part where they're running to each other to confess. No, they run half the movie. Even before the gas crisis, they're running.
It's like when he randomly gets arrested for like murder.
They never they just arrest him and they don't say sorry either. It's like you go to jail and then she's trying to get him.
I think it would have been a fun little character thing for her, which I think could have made this movie funnier, is if like a whole like recurrent issue is the fact that she doesn't have a car and she's on a bike the whole time, and so at some point she like storms off but she has to like ride her bike. It would have been very like Tibby in Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. But I feel like they could have played more with that kind of stuff, like like moments of like wanting to be an adult, but like you've stopped yourself, or like you haven't hit these arbitrary milestones and you can't move through life with ease. I don't know. I feel like they could have played more with that kind of thing.
Yeah, there was.
I thought it was shot really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I really like. So like, there's so many. I did enjoy watching it. Like, I really did enjoy it. I was just left at the end, but I sort of knew going into it that there's going to be some sort of like inappropriate relationship.
Yeah, it was known for the.
I still think they glossed over it a lot. They're just kind of like,
it's all imagined at the beginning of that, and everyone's just okay with it and that.
Yeah, and that was one thing I said in the notes, is that one of my frustrations with the movie is like, okay, because like I'm like, even in the 70s, like I don't think, like I think people think they're gonna think this is weird, if not
different. Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know.
Like they're different, but they're not different enough that a 10-year.
It only happens if you're like a rock star. That's where you get the 16-year-olds.
Well, I feel like if you're like 18, if you're like a senior in high school and something's going on with like someone in their 20s, it's the genders are reversed. Then like I don't think it would have been a big deal then, but I do think people would have thought this was like weird
I think
and not been cool with it.
Time period, it's a bit much.
Yeah, and in the movie, weird. Like they never show them having to deal with the consequences of this.
Yeah, everyone just accepts it. No one's suspicious. She even her family, they just don't want her to see just in general. They never really say it's because she's 15 and her family just wants Jewish boys.
Yeah.
There's no other reason. It wasn't like, hey, I don't want you to see this fucking child here.
I think the Shabbat. Yeah, I think the Shabbat dinner was one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie. That was so funny.
Yeah.
Good scenes.
Yeah. When she's like yelling at him in the driveway. After he's just told the whole family he's an atheist.
By the way, that's the whole Haim family, the Haim band, and their parents.
Yeah, I like that they had the whole family in there. I thought that was fun.
Alana, that's her actual name in real life.
I would have changed my name if I was going to be in a movie like this.
Yeah.
I have to say.
I mean, I guess he wrote it for her, but he like really wrote it for her, you know. But
anyway. The Shabbat dinner was so good when she's like yelling at him in the driveway, like, "Are you circumcised? Then you're fucking Jewish." Like that was the best line of the movie for me.
My favorite line of the movie was the Chinese accent.
Yeah, Japanese.
Japanese. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I was like, so apparently that's based on a real guy who opened up the first Japanese restaurant in the center of San Fernando Valley. So I guess that guy did stuff like that in real life, I guess.
Dude, we lost it in the theater.
Dude, we were laughing. Yeah.
It was wild.
He's clearly an idiot, doesn't he? No.
Yeah, it was wild. And I was just kind of like, I saw that like the movie had come under fire for that, and they were like, it's a product of the time it was set in. And I was like, you know what, fine, because I imagine there were so many men who would just do that.
Yeah. I feel like I'm more mad about that than the age difference. Yeah. There was
I mean, I think it is funny because like he's
a moron. He thinks he's doing
no
right.
one's agreeing with him. They're saying like, look at how like awful this guy
and
is.
She can actually, his second wife can actually speak English or something. Remember, the second wife actually spoke to them in English after he tries to translate.
Yeah.
So. But great scene, it's my favorite character.
There were a lot of there were so many good scenes and good characters that it's so interesting because it just like it's with so many good scenes the movie just didn't like come together for me.
Yeah, it was.
You're right. It could have been a good comedy. Like it had the makings of being so much better.
There's actually a lot of like weird scenes in it, like when. Sean Penn jumps. That was really random. He was like, when Tom Waits was like, oh, this guy, I got the bike with me. And he was like, I guess. And then he was everyone at the restaurant, come outside to the golf course. It was a very strange like scene. Everyone's like, hell yeah, let's watch. It wasn't even that big of a fire pit, I don't think. And then he crashes, he was she falls off. with a guitar in her back, which bunch of hurt like shit.
Yeah, I was like, that would like.
Yeah, that really hurt. Yeah. Then he looks at that. You know, like I can run. Like he's they both are really like fast runners.
Yeah. Bradley Cooper has a great little role in this.
That scene I thought I wanted to be, so that's one scene I thought could be funnier because they like, you know, like let the hose go in his room and then they go down the road, he's walking back up. So I think a lot of us thought, oh shit, he's gonna see what they did. But he never did. He just goes and gets his gas can and then they drive him to the gas station. So I thought it'd be funnier if he goes back in the house and they hear him scream or something.
Yeah, and they see his reaction and they leave.
They dip the fuck out and so I thought that was gonna happen. I thought that it'd probably be a lot more entertaining, but that's totally no. His character is, you know, wild and crazy.
Yeah,
he's good, you know. But I just thought they could have done that, at least that part better.
Yeah, no, it was definitely one of those like little characters where I was like, oh yeah, like I always forget Bradley Cooper can act, you know?
Well, why do you think he couldn't act?
Because he plays a lot of roles.
Have
where
you seen A Star Is Born? He plays a deaf guy in that. He was partially deaf.
Yeah, good one.
He was.
I like that it was his like golden doodle in A Star Is Born.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the dog he's carrying at the end, that is actually Bradley Cooper's like labradoodle or whatever.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That one. Yeah, it was really his brother.
Well, I guess like I feel like Bradley Cooper is always playing. He's always getting like the love interest, and it's cool to just watch him be the insane like character actor. You know.
That's also a real guy.
Yeah.
It's Barbra Streisand's hairdresser. Well, actually, he married somebody else. I don't know if he ever married Barbra Streisand, but he did marry somebody else. Well, no, I have to look it up. But
the mayor.
That's a real guy.
That was a real person too.
Yeah. So that mayor, who was a classic gay man, actually didn't come out actually until 1999. So it was actually 25 years after these events when he actually came out.
I forgot about that. That's kind of late in the movie, right?
Yeah, it's like near the end. That's like the last.
That's where you're like, this movie is still going on.
That's who he married. The guy. So the real life, the guy who played the real life Barbra Streisand's hairdresser, John Peters, who is in his 70s and in 2020 married and divorced Pamela Anderson. So the guy's still crushing out there, guys. And that's also his fifth wife. So they got married and divorced in 20. But you know what? We were all going through it in 2020. You know, I think they were both kind of lost, and he dated, but he was with Barbara for like 9 years, 73 to 82. So they really got there for, you know, most of the 70s, you know, but it's kind of died out in the, and I guess Barbara was his partner when he was already married. So, well, stuff, you know, he's a good character, good guy. We should interview him.
Yeah, there are a lot of like, there's so many like, I just wish I could sit someone down I want to sit the creative team down and be like, what was the purpose of this movie? Because I'm like,
I think it's like I said, it's like nostalgia for that 70s period for California back then. A lot of older people are like, that's what it was. So the gas crisis. That, oh yeah, I remember, you know, pinball machines when they became legal again, you know.
The water bed. Did you know anyone who had a water bed still?
I think I have like one friend or something, but they were pretty. I think by the time we were around, they were pretty out. Actually, no, I think it wasn't my grandma, but it was like aunt, like some great aunt of mine. I think it did have water bed.
I only ever met one person that like their parents had a waterbed.
Yeah, I think I always wanted one. I always was like, come on, give me a waterbed. My parents like, not a fucking waterbed.
And I know.
Yeah, I really wanted one. I hear they leak. It's like, I hear it's actually not even good sleep. I hear
it's actually really bad for your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? My first year out of college, I didn't have a mattress. My dad was like, hey, don't worry about mattress. Listen, I got this inflatable mattress. It's as good. I used inflatable mattress for like 6 months. Dude, I have the worst neck pain. And actually, if you read on the box, it's like, don't use this as a regular bed. And then I went to my friend's place, and they had this it was like a disgusting mattress they used as a couch. But I was like, I need a mattress. I'll buy it off you. They gave me for like $20, and they down in the roof of my car. And then I drove like 3 hours with it on the roof of my car.
This is such a college story right now.
Yeah, that's such a college story.
Yeah, I was like
painting a scene right now.
We all knew that one guy that didn't have a mattress and then finally got one. You know?
That was me.
It's a classic rags to riches tale.
And I moved out, and I think a friend of mine was like, "Oh, I'll get the mattress," and I was moving. He wasn't in town, so I had to leave the mattress at my other friend's house. And it was so my friend came, we were gonna like tie it out in the roof of his car or whatever, and he came over. I got like rope and stuff from Walmart or something, like some type of, elastic bands. I remember when he came over, I was like, hey, have you ever like done this before? And he was like, no. And I was like, me neither. So luckily it stayed on, but it was just funny how we were both like, let's see what happens.
I'm trying to picture what pop punk song is playing right now.
Yeah. And then my friend came back and saw the mattress and just took it to the dump, or it belonged. But the point is, that's closest as I've come to. I wanted a waterbed, but I don't think anybody wants a waterbed.
This girl I was friends with, that was like the fun thing to do when going over to her house, was to like go on her parents' waterbed and just like have a Capri Sun. I remember like at one point telling my dad, I was like, that was the fun thing to do over there, and he was like, people still have waterbeds.
Yeah, I don't think you could even find them anymore.
You have to like settle right when you jump on it. Are you going back and forth?
Yeah. It was very awkward. I mean, I wanted one with like fish inside.
That was.
I don't think those exist, but that was my image in my head.
That was one of the predictions I saw about 2023. Yeah, one of those like things like on Twitter where people are like, these are predictions in like old newspapers, and one was that every mattress would be a waterbed.
Oh, well, they were wrong about that. It is kind of a cool idea, but I mean, I don't know, the novelty of it, I was like, that sounds cool.
How heavy is that
Yeah,
thing?
I never actually.
They're like 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, once you hit the water, you have to let the water out before. But yeah, I never actually slept on one. So
I feel like you would have been a good waterbed salesman.
no, I'm not like good. I'm not like good people person.
I feel like that would have been. I feel like that would have been a Marty head hustle.
I'm not a people. Oh shit, I got grab. I gotta show you guys. I know. Oh shit, I forgot. I got these. Sorry.
AirPods?
Not AirPods, dude. Dude, let me know if. Sorry, it's like stuck in my bed. Let me know what's your crap. Let me know if you need any entertainment for your.
Oh shit!
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I know you. I got grams. QR code. Yeah, I did a QR code.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so you guys. Yeah, I got 2 here. Yeah. Check out my business cards that Vista print.
Nice.
So yeah.
Oh yeah. Ooh, nice lamination here.
Yeah, they're professional.
Martin Phillips, stand-up comedian.
Yeah,
I got some questions to ask you.
Yeah. So yeah, Graham, where'd you get yours made, Graham?
Ooh, I can't even remember now. Something like Vistaprint, one of those sites.
Oh yeah. So anyway, That's that's a card I use when I sell water beds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, thanks for coming. They're like, oh my gosh, Martin, you're so funny, blah, blah, blah. Thanks. If you ever need a water bed.
Yeah. Thanks. How has your sleep been lately? Because I don't know if you know this, but
waterbed can change your life.
Yeah, 75% of people get a good sleep at night, and they say, well, if you don't want to sleep by the ocean, why not sleep on the ocean?
Whoa.
Yeah, guys, so you might
get
want
the Marty Fresh bed.
No, I don't think I'm a salesman, don't worry. I'm not the person that talk to people.
I could see you working at a used car dealership and just like slacking off.
Oh,
not
probably. Yeah.
Working the desk and like never being
true.
there.
That might be true.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be the salesman. But whatever.
You're like, I'm not a people person. I'm really the brains behind the operation. Just put those cars in front and they'll sell. Don't trust me. Everyone needs a new vehicle this time of year.
Yeah, you're not selling it.
Yeah. Come on.
Too mumbling.
They're saying a new car. Come on. It'd be a shame if something happened to your old car, and now you're gonna have to need a new car.
It'd be a shame if someone threw rocks into your old car.
It'd be a shame if if your tire blow and your engine caught on fire. But yeah, I don't want to be a salesman. But that's just me. But
hey, being a comedian is just being a salesman.
Yeah, that's one product. Myself is the worst product I am to sell. I'd rather sell water beds than that. But there was there was this conversation I had to have this weekend that I didn't do, but I showed up to the place 2 nights in a row and stayed until after 1 a.m. and didn't do anything. So that gives you that.
Wait, what? What conversations you have to have?
Oh, I just have to figure out booking stuff.
Okay.
And I'm just scared to talk to people who book stuff. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Martin texted me this morning and was like, so I didn't do it.
I failed.
Yeah. Well, I knew I wasn't gonna do it. I knew deep down I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna. But
just you in your car.
I know, like therapist gives me credit. She was like, you do show up. It's like I do show up there. It's just the thing, like a lot of people.
I want to talk to your therapist.
A lot of people with anxiety won't even show up. But at least I do. I am there. I am around
Show up where? Like, if it's a public place, you can do it. What if you need to go to someone's house? Like,
I can go to.
Your therapist is like, I give you credit, and you're just like parked outside someone's house sitting there.
No, what?
Like what?
What's the situation here? Like, if I have an actual scheduled meeting, I don't miss that. But if we're talking about just like a random, me going up someone, that makes me way more nervous. I like to have things set like this. Like we said, we're gonna meet here at 6:30 and do this. This isn't as random. Like I like that. I'm a schedule guy. Okay. I like that.
I mean, I get that.
Yeah, I like things.
Well, no one wants to like have to go.
Yeah.
Have a conversation.
Yeah, I don't like conversations. I don't like talking.
I don't think anyone wants to do that.
Well,
so I don't think it's a problem isolated to you.
I know. I'm just saying other people wouldn't avoid. And there was one time last year, Winston got really mad at me. He actually walked out of the podcast. Remember?
Oh, of course I do.
Dude, he literally walked in here and like.
Why did he get mad at you?
I forgot what it was.
It was because of that episode we recorded at your house.
Oh yeah, we didn't. I was like, I was trying to say it's no big deal, and Winston's like, we gotta listen to it, and I was like,
I brought all the equipment over to his house. We had 5 people on the pod. And then they just argued about the pod the whole time.
It became like an hour gay joke.
Yeah.
A lot of gay jokes.
You were just like roasting Winston the whole time.
You
were
were
like in a
roasting
mood.
me, dude. Winston. Anyway, the point is, he got really upset, and basically what happened was, with the person I lived with, I avoided him for like 4 days. I did not. I go by him. I stayed upstairs, and he was actually going out of town for like a month, like 5 weeks. And part of me was like, I could just like wait this out and I'll be gone for like a month. But anyway,
I didn't even walk out of your show. It was Charlie's show. He just walked out because you were like there.
Yeah. I was even off the podcast. I was just
You were being so sassy. You immediately brought it up, the drama, when he walked in.
Oh, okay.
You were very confrontational.
Martin always likes to push people's buttons, and then when they snap, he's like, "Are you mad at me? Am I in trouble? Sorry."
Okay.
And it's like, well, I told you 3 times not to do that.
Okay, I don't push anybody's buttons. Okay. Yeah.
I saw you barking in Pop-Tart's face after Sandy had asked you not to do that.
That's a fun game, me and Pop-Tart.
Yeah,
He loves it.
We growl at each other.
Yeah, you were barking in her face, and I was
barking. I'm growling.
I was like, Martin's gonna get bitten in the face by a dog.
She's not gonna bite me. In fact, she didn't react a bit much. But I think it's because a lot of people around. She doesn't snap like that.
Did you smell her butt?
No. It's funny. We growl at each other. And yeah, we're friends.
There's nothing I hate more than humans growling at dogs. I'm like, leave the dog alone.
I like to fuck around with Pop-Tart. It's my favorite activity.
Yeah, but the funniest part is that Sandy's asking you not to, and
said
then
that after. She didn't say that. I didn't.
She said Martin stopped doing it. And
I didn't
kept
hear
doing
that.
It.
I didn't hear that. Dory.
Well, I was sitting right there, and I heard it, as could everyone else in the room.
Okay, I didn't hear the part when she said that.
No, that's classic Martin.
Oh, great, guys. Okay, I'm sorry, everyone, that I'm just having fun. I'm sorry. I like to have a good time, people. I'm sorry it impacts people. I'm just trying to. And then
Wait, was Winston the one who ended up like addressing it?
Yeah, because I walked downstairs because are we going to talk about this? I was like, okay. But he was surprised that I went to such lengths to avoid. He was like, I really did not see you do it because he stayed up late because I came out late. I just walked right past it, went upstairs. I was like, So the point is that if people don't want me to avoid them or act this way, they should just be nicer. I don't think that's so hard to add, right? It's like what I avoided.
Be nice and let you do whatever you want.
Yeah, too, Jenny. Oh. You know.
I know what you want.
Yeah, you agree that.
Because Martin's you're not nice all the time. You just want everyone else to be.
I'm nice. I'm a nice guy. I don't know who you are talking about. Everything I've done wrong, I think I've acknowledged. I hope. I hope I have. If we have any grievances here, don't let them out.
What did I do with you? You sent me like a really sassy email while I was in London.
What?
You were like, do the app by this time with no intro to the email or anything. You just text me really blunt, and I was responded in quotes. I was like, "Hey Graham, how's your trip in London? Hope you're having fun." Hey, if you get a chance to do this episode,
you've done that before on something else, and I thought it was the funniest fucking thing, and I was like, I'm gonna start implementing that with Martin.
But then you sent me this whole paragraph response being like, I just want you to know how much I value you. I would never take you for granted.
Well, I'm sorry if I got caught up sometimes.
I got you so good.
Yeah, well, I try to be better about the way I address people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you get a little blunt sometimes.
Sorry,
And if anyone ever sent Martin an email like that, he would be inconsolable for at least 24 hours.
Yeah.
He'd be like, why do they hate me? Did I do something?
That's true. Yeah. So That's why let's all speak kindness is what I'm into.
Martin's like, all I preach is kindness.
Yeah, I don't know who you guys know. I thought I'm the.
You're like, at the end of every pod episode, you're gonna be like, I just believe in kindness, and if all the Ron Bros want to turn their Bibles to Exodus chapter 12.
Yeah, you know, Jesus said, but whatever. I'm sorry for everything. See, even now, I just want to apologize. It's like, well, but the point is, you guys keep coming back. So I don't know. I don't know.
Must like it.
Yeah, I guess I'm not that bad. If you guys
You're not bad. You're great.
if you keep talking to me and stuff, so I don't know.
And that's the power of Marty Fresh.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like when I avoided that performance review. It was like, yeah, I don't want to do it. Also, that lady's going to be really mean. So she didn't have to be mean. So, yeah.
That was the wildest story.
That's what, yeah. Well, and again, they did not renew my contract. But as my therapist says, we don't know if that's the reason. She told me that. We don't know.
I really want to talk to your therapist.
So positive. Probably not responding because she's in love with you.
Okay, she wouldn't say that. Also, that woman was like in her 50s. She was in love with. I
feel like your therapist might need to be given some more tough love around here.
Oh, okay. I think she's really accepting. I think she understands. Yeah, I think people here should be more like my therapist. You're like, oh man.
Hey, nobody's paying me.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair. And they wouldn't either,
Yeah, I'm not getting any payments from your HSA, so.
Yeah, I think, I told my friend that once because I always called him all the time. I was like, you should just be a therapist and I can be your patient. He was like, they can't pay me enough to do that. I was like, okay, whatever. And I have no therapist friend, so I scare them all away from therapy. But whatever. But it's all good. I don't even call them as much anymore. So I think I don't call many people. It's only a few list of people where it's like the call whenever. It's only like 3 or 4. Phil is there. It's like Phil, my friend Rudy, my friend
Rudy Malumba.
Malumba. Yeah.
I love that name.
Yeah. Actually, no, his real name Rudy is like American name is actually Jakuti Malumba. Yeah, Jakuti, and now it was just the guy who I told to be a therapist who I used to call like 6 times a day because I was going through it, guy.
Are you still friends with him?
I was his best man.
That's the wedding you're the best man in?
Yeah, I saw them. They lived in Richmond. I saw them when I was out there.
Did you make the speech?
Yeah, the speech.
How'd it go?
They told me, everyone said that was the best speech they ever heard. They talked about me in the women's bathrooms.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And they didn't know I was in the stall. No, because Nat's cousin played in the NFL, and his uncle played in the NFL. His uncle is a pretty well-known offensive line player from like the 90s, Steve Wisniewski, and he told me it was like the best wedding speech he'd heard. And I'm hoping if he ever gets inducted in the Hall of Fame, maybe I can write his speech for it. But he hasn't been inducted yet. But anyway, yeah, and that speech, I remember at first I wanted it to be just a whole poem, and then he was like, please don't do that. Please don't do that. So I said something at the end, but yeah, it was fine. It was good. It was all I had to do. So, and then after it is kind of funny. And the next movie we'll talk more about weddings, but they if they have like at the reception, they have like a picture, and it's like a white frame like that around the picture, except it's like their wedding, like the venue, and like everyone would write something on the white border there, right? And people wrote the nicest things, it's the most like endearing things, and then it's hanging on their wall at their house, and right in the middle, you just see my handwriting. It just says, "Martin was here." And that's all I wrote. And really, they were kind of upset by that, but anyway. Yeah, because everyone wrote really heartfelt things, not the best man. I was just like, Martin's here.
You're like, I'm all out of nice things.
Yeah, but this one girl like drew on it, and I mean, she was like the flower girl and whatnot, but still,
5.
Yeah, she was a child. That speech actually, there was a guy there who was in a baseball league with a comedian, Matt Dundas, and apparently he told all his baseball team about my speech. So, yeah, dude.
Oh, everybody loved your speech.
Yeah,
it was a very good speech.
I'm just saying that word got around, okay? That in the comedy scene they heard about.
Did you get some laughs? Was there some?
I did, yeah. It was. I could probably find it.
He pulls out a projector.
You have to. Okay, I know. I do have one good line in there where I was like, Matt is a very admirable honorable young man. That's what my mom says. I think he's okay. They killed him.
Yeah, it killed.
Anyway, did you make a speech once at a wedding where she was the maid of honor?
No,
I thought you were at the maid of honor.
I'm the best woman in a wedding, and that's coming up in September.
Oh, are you gonna get your speech?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to write. It's gonna have to be a real banger.
Yeah, it'd be the best.
They've already told everyone, I'm a comedian, so it's gonna have to be a banger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can give you pointers, if you need any. I wrote my whole speech on a run. I thought it out and wrote it down, and I was good.
On a run?
Yeah, I was like on a jog.
No, saw it before you.
No, I was thinking about it. Yeah.
I gave a toast at another wedding.
Was it funny?
Yeah, but it was like I read the screenshot of the message I sent my mom when I first met her.
Oh, okay.
And it was cute.
Oh yeah.
It was my first friend I made
in college.
After college.
Oh,
as an adult, at my first job.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I texted my mom being I think I made a friend at work.
Oh, nice.
My mom was like, honey, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. That's so cute. I have a friend at work.
Yeah, I was like, we've been getting lunch together every day.
Wow, I think it's going somewhere. I think we're really...
Yeah, and then I was in her wedding
nice.
This past year.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I met her, right? Yeah. Yeah, we met. She listens.
Yeah.
She told me she listened.
Yeah.
And she said she told me I'm a big fan. She was like, I recognize that voice. So
yeah.
I was like, so many people do.
She does listen. Yeah. Shout out to Milanda if you're out there.
Milanda. Also, shout out new listener, Neil the bartender. I saw him.
Neil's listening now.
Yeah, I saw him subscribe when he was working this weekend. He was on his phone, but he's only got a list of movies I've seen, which there's not many of them, but maybe he's seen those.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
We love it.
Yeah, good stuff, guys. Oh yeah, anyway, in the movie, it's funny how she just when she finally realizes her love for Gary, it's just because she talked to a gay guy and they were basically like, yeah, men are shit. And then she was like, I love it. I can't, they're all bad. They all suck,
Yeah,
gay, straight, whatever. They're men,
That was a weird interaction.
Yeah. She was like his beard, and they had
Did the characters like develop in this movie? Did they like change for the better by the end?
No.
It seemed toxic the whole time.
No, it was just I think it was just like a summer or something, a year in the life. That's why I wanted to be like.
It wasn't even a year though, because he didn't turn 16.
Yeah,
it was like
it was the summer that it was.
Yeah,
kind
it
of
was
the
like,
summer, right? Yeah, I want it like 10 years later. See what they are now. Just like 10 years when she's 35, he's 20. These still together. What's going on? What business is he doing now? He's getting into. He's doing the his video game. He's cashing in on the Pong. Arcading at actual arcade.
He seems like he would own a nightclub.
Eventually, I guess.
Or a comedy club.
Comedy club, arcade. He owns several businesses in town,
Yeah.
He's
like that guy.
Yeah. He's got the record store and then.
Like, oh, Gary Valentine, he owns half the town. Like, he's like that guy.
He's a nice guy and we all like him. And then, and then who knows where she is? Who knows if she found something to do with her life. Also, I don't know why like no other guys are hanging on her. Like she's like a good-looking girl. I don't know why other dudes aren't like spitting game. Like
I don't think she's that good looking.
That's what Charlie said, but I disagree. I think
she has a certain appeal.
Yeah, there's not many hot Jewish chicks in film.
Whoa, you're gonna get canceled, Martin. No. Why would you say that? That's not true.
Yeah, I guess it's not true.
Natalie Portman.
Oh, she is Jewish. That's right.
And we'll be cutting that part out.
Nah, guys, I'm just saying, Kanye had good ideas for his music. We can't, we can't.
Yeah.
Overlook graduation. Anyway,
I appreciated that. Like they never had her sing.
Yeah, that would have made it.
I did really appreciate that they never had anyone sing. Like, thank you.
That would have been way worse. My favorite cameo was when John C. Reilly's Herman Monster. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was awesome, actually. That was really cool. Yeah, I was like, it wasn't really anything, but I was like, yeah, that's cool. Like, it felt like he was supposed to be the actual Herman Monster.
Yeah, they had quite the cast.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah.
And like I said, it looked amazing. The production was amazing. It was
yeah, he's a good director and whatnot. He just makes weird shit. That's all these films are just weird. But okay.
It was over 2 hours long, right?
Yeah, it's like 2 hours.
It was like 2 hours and 13 minutes.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, it's like
because I actually thought the movie was gonna end at the halfway point. It was around then. I forget what exactly happened, but there are a couple of moments where I'm like, oh, and this is the end. Yeah.
Like
She goes and gets the political job, right?
Yeah, that's after they run out of gas in the truck and they had to back it up down the hill. Which I will say, I was felt a lot of suspense. So I was like, I felt really anxious in that scene. But after that, she kind of has a moment of reflection where she's like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? And she just looks up and sees the ad and she calls her old friend. So that's when she tries to be more of a 25-year-old. But in the end, she was like, I love kids. Yeah. Hey, this is probably not going to bring up, but near where I'm from, near my hometown, this 6-year-old shot his teacher. So in the news.
Yeah, it was like the Yeah, like I was in Richmond and
it was
the
cool.
headliner had gone and gotten lunch with an old friend in Newport News and then
Yeah, it
came
was
back and he
real.
was like, yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
The kid brought the gun to school.
Yeah, the 6-year-old probably got and shot his teacher. Yeah, I don't know.
And he had been threatening to bring a gun to school
He
like
did.
the week before.
Damn. So yeah, that was near. Yeah, I think it was near my sister's house. So, well, yeah. Oh, in the news, guys. Yeah, where I'm from. Well, not really, but it's like right next to it. Yeah,
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, not Yorktown though. Newport News, and some people call it. Some people call it bad news, Virginia. That's what we used to call it. Yeah. You used to call it, yo, bad news, dude.
That's really funny.
Yeah. That I'm not from that. I'm from Yorktown, baby. Straight out of Yorktown. You better watch out or you get shot down. That's what I used to say. Yeah, I used to rap. We used to rap the YC York County. You know, ever heard of it? Yorktown. You know what it's famous for? Anybody?
The battle.
Revolutionary War.
Yeah, that's what
The
we
Battle
wanted.
of Yorktown.
That's where we won it, son.
Oh,
That's where we
shit.
won. It wasn't just the battle. It was like the battle that won the American Revolution. We wouldn't be here today.
We'd be British right now.
Yeah, without Yorktown. Okay. That's where. Yeah,
I would be British right now.
yeah, because you would have lost, I guess. Or that it was the first land battle of the Civil War. So, because the Civil War started Fort Sumter, which is an island, but land, on actual land, Yorktown, Virginia. Then since then, nothing else has happened. But we have those things go. People don't know the Civil War thing, and yeah, so that's This, I don't know if you. I don't know what happened to Arlington, Graham, or Southern Pines, but I come from a rich history of our country, you guys should thank me for living there, It's,
Yeah, thank you for your sacrifice.
yeah, my service kind of, and yep. I used to volunteer at the Yorktown Victory Center, which I also did nothing at also.
I was getting ready to say, is this another one of a Martin job?
Yeah, you contributed nothing.
First of all, it was a volunteer position, so it's not like it was like a docent job, but
They didn't lose money.
yeah,
Yeah, that's good. They didn't lose money.
They didn't invest in you.
Yeah, it was volunteer. I was a docent, and I usually just I knew how to get behind the exhibits and get where you see the exhibit. I knew how to get inside it. It was fun. And then I just hung out. And then I would show up late, leave early. It was
I mean, why did you do it?
that's a question I ask myself for a lot of jobs.
If it's a volunteer job, like, why did you do it if you didn't put forth any effort?
Because I said I would. Yeah, I'm about commitments and just because I show up doesn't mean I have to do it well,
Why did you want to be a docent?
I think, I don't know, I guess I was interested in the history part, but then you go there, you're like, okay, I guess. I guess I didn't care as much as I thought, but I'm already in it, Like it's like in 5th grade, I joined chorus. I wanted to quit. My mom said, "You're already in it. You're staying in chorus," and that's, I think, how I've stayed in so much shitty shit I didn't want to do, because I guess I was taught no matter if you commit to something. That's why I still work for the census. Like, I don't do shit for that. I'm trying to get fired. Like, I hate.
When do you start working for the census again?
So it should be. No. I do like, I literally only work like 10 days a month. So I work 10 days a month. It's usually towards the end of the month. Actually, probably.
Wait, you like now?
Yeah, it's like every month.
Every month you work 10 days for the census?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it started that. And that's why I started to do this summer.
Oh, I thought it like ended.
Oh, no, it keeps going. I just have to, I guess, well, I had COVID, so I had to take that month off. And then November, they just didn't give me anything because I didn't have as much time. And then December.
It all went to Marvin Phillips.
Yeah. Oh. No, that's a real story.
That's my favorite thing ever.
Yeah, they mixed up me with a guy named Martin. They gave me
Like an old dude, right? Marvin
yes,
Phillips.
well, yeah, some old Jew was like, I'm Marvin. I was like, I thought it was a typo. So anyway,
That's funny.
I just took December off because I didn't want to work. But I was just like, yeah.
So you don't work for the census is what I'm hearing.
No, I still go to the weekly meetings.
Oh, you have weekly meetings?
On the phone. You know, it's really bad too. You call in, but then it's like, okay, I just turn the volume down. I was like, I don't really want to. It's too stressful.
That's hilarious.
And then, no, I think it starts the next week, but I got to go out of town next weekend, so I can't work the entire 10 days, but I should.
Sounds like you're not doing a whole hell of a lot for the census.
I know.
How much do they pay you?
Not enough.
It sounds like it might be the right amount.
Oh, well, I mean, again, no, here's the problem. Okay, so in this capitalistic society
Here we go.
that we live in, I have to have a job to make a living. Okay, it's just like I have to do it. Therefore, the employer shouldn't expect me to be quality work. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So again, on the guard, and they also said that to me once. They're like, "Hey guys, don't waste the government's time." And I was like, "Well, that's funny. The government wasted a lot of my time." So.
Oh my
gosh. I should quit. Yeah, and also if my parents heard, they would be very upset of my job work ethic. So,
Well,
yeah, that's who I am, I guess. But I guess I work better in my comedy career. I work hard there, so that makes up for it, right? Right.
So is it romantic?
Oh, hey, who wants to summarize it?
I would say it looked romantic, but it wasn't. Like everything was romantic. The way it was shot was romantic. Everything was romantic, but it wasn't.
Who wants to?
I think it's your turn to summarize it. I think I did last time.
Okay.
Start the timer.
I thought this was going to be easy or hard because like nothing happened, but a lot of things did happen. You know?
Yeah.
It's like a lot of things happen, but nothing to move forward the plot. Okay. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. It's about Licorice Pizza. It's about this 15-year-old who met this 25-year-old at school. I asked her out, and she started to go out with him, kind of on and off. They call it a lot of wacky adventures, and like he gets arrested, and then she, becomes an actress herself, kind of, and after one wacky adventure, she's like, I need to grow up, but then she tries to, but then she realizes, yeah, I guess I do like this guy, and all men suck, so I'm gonna have my final run back to him, and they run to each other, and really and at the end she does say I love you, and it's all about living in the 70s and California and having a good time.
I feel like you missed a few things.
What?
I said I feel like you missed a few things.
What? Like, I said the age difference.
Did he sell waterbeds?
I thought I did. That's good enough, guys. Yeah, okay. Well, feel like I should I always have this feeling I should always apologize. I don't know why. It is no. Well, it's all just everyone out there just still have respect for me. Still have that respect, no matter how shitty I can be.
Ron Bros, we hope you have a good couple of weeks, and we'll be back covering the hit musical Wicked. Gonna love it.
All right, bye.
Love. Oh.